Hey guys, I think we can all agree that most fighters probably aren't the smartest people you will ever meet. But today's video is seeing some of the dumbest things that professional fighters have ever done. Like, it will make you think that these people have gotten hit way too much in the head, and maybe it's time that they stop fighting before they turn into complete useless morons. Let's get started, but first give this video a like and subscribe to satisfy the like-loving slut that is the algorithm. Marvin Vettori doesn't seem to be one of the smartest fighters in the UFC, and although in the first fight against Adesanya, he put up a good fight, he lost just barely by a split decision.
Nice dump there, and we're seeing a submission or do some.
Then, when he earned the rematch, he had to do what all fighters have to do as part of the UFC, and that is to promote the fight. They released some photos of the fighters, and something seems strange with Vettori. Everyone then wondered if Vettori had worn his shorts backwards. Then after seeing the other fighters, they were able to confirm that he did wear them wrong, as the name of the promotion, UFC, should be in the front. Well, the memes started rolling, and the funniest one was when they showed Vettori with a championship belt on, but of course, it was on backwards. Well, this poor guy wanted to show off as he was going into the ring, 20 front flip over the ropes, but he almost knocked himself out. I don't even know how he's going to be able to fight comfortably after this embarrassing moment. It just makes me think that he's going to be thinking about it the whole fight, and he's going to lose concentration just thinking about how silly he looked. But there's also the chance that he'll forget all about it after the first few hits to the face. There's a ton of boxers who enter the ring wearing costumes, and many have made a fool of themselves, like Wilder using the 50-pound suit he used before his fight against Fury. And after losing the fight, Wilder blamed the suit because it was too heavy and he got tired. Yep, Wilder is pretty dumb, but here we have Brandon Adams, who put on a Bowser suit. This poor idiot couldn't take off his costume. He struggled for about 30 seconds with the help of the coach and the referee before finally taking off such a silly costume. I don't know if he wanted to go viral with this costume, and I guess he did, but not for the reason he wanted to. Or maybe he wanted to intimidate his opponents. But at the end of the day, he won by knockout in the second round in this fight against Sergey Bohachuk. Every fighter in the world throws jabs for many reasons, and one of them is to gauge the distance. But Macy Barber looked like she was fighting a ghost that was standing between her and Alexa Grasso.
Fighting spirit on the white trunks for Alexa. Then
I have no idea what Barber was doing. I have no idea who the heck she was trying to hit, but she was even throwing some power shots. These are punches that don't even have the slightest chance of landing, since, well, she's in another freaking country while throwing those punches. Well, fighting like this, when the hell was she ever going to win?
Alexa!
This is one of the most brutal videos you will ever see. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is known all over the world. He has money up the yin yang, but even so, some fans made him feel like nothing when he was standing next to Anthony Joshua. I don't know why people were skipping Mayweather, maybe because this was in London and that's where Joshua is from, so they know him a lot more. But Mayweather was the first person to greet the fans, and I'm sure his name was connected to this event, so it's pretty weird. It may also be that people didn't think that he would be so small and just didn't recognize him. I think women jumped over him because they have that tower of muscles in front of them, and his name is Anthony Joshua that has a lot of money also, and the option is clear on who they're gonna choose. Or it could be that they want to avoid the man who hits women. Deontay Wilder has the strongest right hand in boxing right now, and perhaps in all of history.
Just like that, Deontay Wilder's hammering here in round one. He is Ragnarok.
So knowing this, why is this guy throwing a punch with all his power against a normal person who's in a cigarette costume? He didn't hold back at all. He threw that punch at him like he was in a championship fight. Surely he was imagining Tyson Fury's face at that moment. The suit had a lot of cushion, but even so, that punch really hurt him, and even parts of the costume flew off. Surely, when a fighter is entering the octagon, he's more concentrated than orange juice. But Tristan Connolly was so focused that when the doctor put his hand in front of him, giving him the go-ahead, Connolly thought that he wanted a high five. As soon as he does the high five, he realizes his mistake, and you can see the look of pure embarrassment on his face as he walks up the steps. The good thing is that this happened at the Apex, so there were not many people present, but everyone saw it later on video. Here he was going to fight against Darren Elkins, and well, they embarrassed him in another way with a beating he received.
Darren, the damage L.
I don't know what the hell happened to this boxer who miraculously won this fight since he's, well, pretty dumb and doesn't even know how to get in or out of the ring.
There must be some way to do this. And there's the way. The fight's over and our hero actually won. So it's time for the grand exit. Surely he's gained confidence.
Damn, dude, this has to be a joke. Because how can someone not know how to get in the ring between the ropes? But when you see how he falls from above and hits himself when falling a meter down, it seems to me that this guy is just really stupid. I can already imagine what his gym looks like. I'm sure it's surrounded by pets, so this idiot doesn't hurt himself every minute that he's in there. Chikaza was able to become the EFC heavyweight champion by defeating Van Dam Mabuyi by a knockout.
And another right from Chikaza. Mabuyi is down. The giant has fallen. There's another big...
But after winning, he left and began to fight Mabuyi's corner. And when the coach stood against the cage, this idiot started to throw punches at him through the fence. The good thing is that he's wearing gloves, because he is such an idiot that he thinks that he will be able to penetrate the fence with his punches. And then he also throws a punch at him when he's up on the top, but he does it too slow and too late. Then, as Mabuyi recovered from the knockout, he came and threw a sucker punch from behind. The good thing was that Chikaza recognized that he had already destroyed this guy in the fight, and there was no need to hit him again, so things calmed down after that. David Gardner is a fighter who did not have the best record in MMA, winning 18 and losing 21. But he did have the opportunity to fight one of the best in Shinya Aoki.
There is a method to his mad reason, and he comes into...
But this moron forgot that he was fighting one of the best submission artists in the world. And when Aoki had him from behind and was working on putting him in a rear naked choke, this dude decided to say, "Hello Japan," and waves to the crowd. And then you can already guess what happened.
Said something. Oh, he is in trouble. Going for the rear naked choke.
This moment was so dumb that Gardner earned his new nickname thanks to what happened here. From then on, everyone knew him as David Hello Japan Gardner. At least he became famous, but it was not for what he wished for. Let me know in the comments which fighter you think is the dumbest to ever fight. There's a ton that come to mind, but Tito Ortiz is right up there. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.